Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the back seat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Greetings all. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. I am honored to be with you this evening. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to change your financial destiny, to create financial independence for you. And we do that by teaching you how to currency trade with our highly accurate proprietary trading indicators. And we supplement that with personalized one-on-one training, which we consider to be the best in the business. And we think that personalized one-on-one training is the most efficient and effective way to learn currency trading. So if you are committed to changing your life, you are in the right spot. With that, let us go. We need to listen to this guy first. Let's do that.
Under federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advanced written permission.
One of the reasons we do these live trades is for you to make your own evaluation as to how well the trading tools work and whether you can trade with them, and to show you how well they work when someone who knows how to read them and trade with them trades with them. When you become a member with us, besides teaching you how to read them, we do live trades every day at 10 a.m. Eastern. We do a little scalp trade. At 6 p.m. Eastern, we do a long-term trade, which is usually a 30 pip plus trade. At 10 p.m. is morning time in Australia. So we are trading Australian pairs. And then we also have additional paid sessions if you are so inclined. And then again, it goes back to having an accountability partner, somebody here who cares about how you're trading and is going to help you kind of reach that next level. All the greats have coaches. Even though they are really good, just to keep them fine-tuned and being at the top of their game, and we do the very same thing. So we've got continuous training Saturday mornings and Wednesday evenings. So lots of opportunities to continue to get better and hone your craft. Now we also, if you know me, I trade off of a trade routine every day. Every day I restart my green chart so that it clears out the memory so that it doesn't hang or go slow. I also make sure I'm connected to MetaTrader 4. Good practices at the end of every day is to review your trading activity and figure out if things didn't go well, what didn't go well, and how it could be improved. Last week on Thursday, we took a trade that got stopped out And basically, in hindsight, I took a trade I shouldn't have. I wanted to do a trade. We were too close to the news item, and that news item crept in and caused it to go the other way, especially since we had a tight stop on it. Which leads us to our next item, which is we are technical traders, but news does impact currency pairs. So we want to know what that news is so that we can trade around it. And to get that news, we go to forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into 3 categories: yellow is low impact, orange is medium impact, and red is high impact. I am looking for the red items, and I want to stay 2 hours away from any red impact. So we pretty much have clear sailing up until tomorrow morning at 8:30. So tomorrow morning at 8:30, we will not be taking any US, or 6:30, we won't be taking any USD trades. But for tonight, we've got all clear. So with that, let us get into it. Now, with our indicators, we have got probably a dozen different signals. And we have found in our 15 years of doing this, different people like to trade different ways. So as we coach you, we are going to create a trade plan that kind of resonates to your personality. So you're going to see the trade that I use is different than, say, the trade that we show you during the trial, where it's based off of a 5-minute and 1-minute chart. We're using a short-term chart in the trial for many people haven't traded before, and that gives them an opportunity to trade and with reasonable accuracy and see that it works. I am trading off of a 1-hour chart, and off of a 1-hour chart, you can get anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. And I will expect to trade a signal off of a 1-hour chart to close within 1 to 3 hours. So my goal is to get in, get out, and kind of minimize my exposure. And if I can do 3 10-pip trades a day, I am doing very, very well. And today, if you've had a chance to take a look at my trade results, I only found 2. But on average, I would say historically, I do about 30 pips a day. So on this trade, basically, I am looking for 7 points or a minimum of 7 points. And basically, I'm trying to get the lines to line up. And I am going to get the lines to line up by taking a look. So let's do that. I start with the middle section of the chart. This chart, by the way, is the light 6 major, which is one of the standard charts. As I said, it's a 1-hour chart, and I am going to start with the middle section of the chart, which is the majors and minors. Red and green lines are a major indicator. Black and gray are the minor indicator. This horizontal blue line is the overbought line. So when the lines are up above that overbought line, that is a good time to sell. Likewise, this bottom red line, horizontal red line, is the oversold line. So when the lines are down below the red line, the market's oversold, that's a good time to buy. So basically what I'm looking for is situations when the lines are above the overbought line pointing down or below the oversold line pointing up. So here on the Australian USD, we are just approaching overbought. Here on the Euro USD, we are oversold, and the majors are just entering the channel, but the minors are touching the overbought portion. I'm okay with the minors being up here, but what I'm not okay with is the lines are going sideways. I want everybody pointing up. The trade is better when the lines are clustered, when they're together, but they don't need to be. And the minors can have run up like we see here. But since I don't have agreement, I am going to pass. Euro US, or excuse me, pound USD, oversold, miners going up, majors going up, miners going up. Miners have run through the channel, and majors are just entering the channel. So that's okay. So I've got 3 points here. Now, part of what my goal is to kind of teach you the techniques, the analysis, so that you can recreate it yourself. Now, when I have all 3 points here, and the 3 points are: 1, everybody's going up; 2, that we're oversold and it's going into the channel, so we've got that; and 3, the green line is on top and the gray line is on top. So I've got 3 points. So then I'm going to bump up to my TNTs, and there are 4 different lines here: 2 orange lines and the 2 blue lines. And I'm going to count how many lines support what we see here. The 2 orange lines are going up, and the blue lines are inversely related. So what I mean by inversely related, when blue's going down, that means buy. So I've got 3 of the lines here telling me buy: the 2 orange lines and the thick blue. I need a minimum of 3 to be consistent with that. When I get the 3 here and the 3 here, I am going to look at the pressure, and I want these lines either going up or I want the green line on top. So I've got weak down pressure. What makes the down pressure weak? 1 is the steepness of the line, and 2 is the gap in the line. The lines are spread. So it's kind of weak down pressure. The green line is actually almost horizontal here. So I don't have the pressure here. And when I get agreement with all 3 sections, each of these sections are measuring something different. So when I have agreement across all 3 sections, to me, I've got a high probability of the trade doing what I want it to do. I'm getting confirmation on all 3 elements. So I am going to wait till I get my setup. So I'm going to pass. Now, say the pressure was going up here. I probably still wouldn't take the trade because it is midnight or 1 in the morning in Great Britain, and it's the end of the trading day here. So I want to trade when one of the pairs are active in the market, and it's daytime in that market. And the reason I want to do that is I want to get in and out quickly. And when there's more activity going on, I have a better chance of that trade closing within that 1 to 3 hour window I'm looking for. US Canadian, we've got 3 points here, but it's a weak 3 points. There's not much steepness. This is just maybe at 45 degrees. This is a little greater than 45 degrees. And I only have 2 out of the 4 of the lines supporting this. Thick orange is going down. That's a point. Thick blue is going up. That's a point. But my thin orange is going up. So that's telling me sell. Telling me buy. Dotted blue is going down, telling me buy. So we're going to pass. USD, Swiss franc. Again, we've got 3 points. The majors here are better than the majors here because these lines are steeper. Everybody is still going down, even though this is starting to go sideways. It's still going down, so I'm okay with that. I've got 3 of the 4 lines. The 2 orange lines are going down. Thick blue is going up. So 3 out of 4. This is kind of a little unusual configuration in that usually the dotted blue will turn before the thick blue turns. The thick blue is, as Dale likes to call it, it's a school bus. It's it's the last to turn. It takes the longest to make that turn. But again, we don't have the pressure. We've got kind of sideways pressure. We're very, very weak up pressure. Green line is horizontal, and it's on top. I want the red line on top. USD yen. Now yen, it's approaching morning time, and actually I kind of like this. This is nice. See, this line is steeper. The majors here are steeper than the majors here, which are steeper than the majors here. So this is nice steepness, and we had the minors go from overbought to oversold in one candle, basically. So I like this. We've got a strong 3 points plus the steepness of the line, 2 orange lines going down, and so 2 points here, thick blue going up, and we've got sideways pressure with green on top. So I don't have this, but this I like quite a bit. So I would look at this next hour and see where this goes. Now, if I wanted to cheat a little bit and not adhere strictly to this rule, if this green line were sloping down, I might go and take a look at do the second part of the analysis. But right now it's actually, it looks like it's going up a little bit, or it's flat. But if the green line were going down, I would think about that. So we didn't see anything, which is, they're all USD pairs. So what I've done is I've cloned this chart and basically took some non-US pairs. So euro pound, we're sideways here on the majors, so I'm going to pass. Plus, it's 1 a.m. in England and 2 a.m. in approaching 2 a.m. in Europe. Australian dollar yen. All right, so it's approaching morning time for both of these. We're overbought. Everybody's going down. So I've got 3 points here. 1, we're overbought. 2, everybody's going down. And 3, I've got the double cross where I've got the red line on top and the black line on top. Only thing I don't like here, and we're starting to see it, is I didn't like the slope of the line. Plus, we got a kink in the green line here. And we're going from more steep to less steep. I want it to go from less steep to more steep. So popping up to the TNTs, the 2 orange lines going down. So that's 2 points, the 2 blue lines going up. So all 4 are telling me sell. I've got up pressure, but the red line is on top. So I have 8 points here. 8 points. So when I have 8 points, the next part of my routine is to confirm the setup. And the way I confirm the setup is I'm going to look at the 2 and 4 hour chart to see where the majors are on that. So to do that, and let me write this down. So we're USDJPY, and it's a sell. And so I'm going to open up a chart that shows the multiple time periods of all the same pairs. So I've got oops, what do we got here? What happened here? Oh, this is taking me on. Oh, that's not what it's supposed to be. Why did that happen? All right. I was playing around with my charts and I didn't notice that. Let's fix this. This should be a 2-minute chart. And now we're going to make this AUDJPY. And I'm going to save this for right now so we don't have to keep bouncing. So my confirmation is I am going to look at the 2-hour and the 4-hour. And what I'm looking for is I want both of these to be overbought. And they are. I don't necessarily care if the lines are going down yet. I just want them to be overbought. And why I want them to be overbought is if for some reason this weakens, I will still get the trade, because if we're overbought, it's eventually going to go down. It's just going to take a little bit longer. So I'll get my trade. I'm just going to have to wait a little bit. So this is kind of my safety net. If both of these are overbought, that's good. Whereas if the 2-hour look like this, I'm not taking the trade, because one is telling me up and the other's telling me down. But here, everybody's telling me, and like these aren't telling me down yet, but they eventually will be. So once I have that portion of the confirmation, then I need to figure out what the trade is worth. And to do that, I want to look at a clean chart. So to open up a clean chart, I am going to go to AUDJPY. And I'm going to add some support and resistance. Oops, what are we doing here? Let's bring it back. I'm going to add some support and resistance, and I want to scrunch up the chart so I've got more data points to draw my support and resistance on. And support and resistance are basically spots where the lines tend to naturally stop. And really, we only have one data point here. And what happens is these natural stopping points the market will come down to a certain spot and stop. And since I want to get in and get out, I don't want to trade through these. I want to know where they are so I can make my trade work around them. So, and it looks like we are on new highs for the Australian dollar yen, and normally on the Euro USD, which is what I normally trade, these lines are about 30, 40 pips apart. So here they are, this is about 30 pips apart, and this is about 30, a little bit more than 30, about 30 pips apart. So they're about 30 pips apart here too. So the other thing I want to know, and you see it, is what's the trend? So for the last, what is that, month, this has been going up. It flattened out a little bit over here, but then it kept going. So if I am taking a buy trade into a buy trend, I'm going to take more pips than if I'm taking a sell trade into a buy trend, because I don't want to get left behind where I took a sell trade over here and all of a sudden it just keeps going up. So I want to kind of be thinking about, and we are sitting right on this resistance line. We are sitting right on this resistance line. Well, we're inside the resistance line, so we're sitting on it. So then I want to know how many pips do I have from one spot to the next. So I've got 31 pips. You can see it up in the top left there. 31 pips. Oops, No, where is it? $31 pips there. So now, and how many pips do we have? We got about 13 pips on that candle wick, and we've got about 15 pips to the end of this. Let me just take one more look. Let's save this. All right, I think this is worth 12 pips. 12 pips, so AUDJPY. AUDJPY, I don't have that open. So I am going to go to File, New Chart. I'm going to look for AUDJPY. Not there. So I'm in that third category, and I'm looking for AUDJPY. I open up the chart. I like to put it to the same candle that I'm looking. We get a little bit of a spread here. So there's a 2 pip spread, which is kind of large. A little less than a 2 pip spread. Like normally on that Euro USD, the spread is, right now it's 3 points versus 2 pips. So we're taking a 2 pip trade on we're paying 2 pips to get 12. So we're paying almost 20%. I will do that for a 10 plus pip trade. I wouldn't do it for a 5 pip trade. So I am then going to go to new order. This is a demo account. My lot size is going to be a function of how much is in the account. There's $7,400 in the account. So my lot size or volume is going to be 0.74. So what I'm doing is I'm just moving this decimal spot over 4 spots. And that allows me to keep 2 open trades at a time. And you can see there's a trade in here, sitting in here, that took with somebody else we were practicing with this morning. So it's going to be market execution, and I am going to click sell by market. I'm not going to worry about the stop loss and take profit. So it has recorded the trade. I'm going to right click on it, go to modify or delete, and we said 12 pips. 12 pips is 120 points. I'm going to click the blue copy as button, and it does the math for me down here. If I am going for 12 pips, we're going to use a 3-to-1 stop loss for now to keep it simple. So if I'm going for 12, I'm going to put in 360, which is 36 pips. Click the little red button. It does the math for me again, and then click modify. So we took a sell on the AUDJPY with a take profit of 98.235, 98.235, and a stop loss of 98.715. That's 98.715. And the other thing I always like to do is I like to just make sure that the stop loss is in there, and we can see it right up here. So, all right, gang, we will be doing this again tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. I expect this to close within the next 3 hours. Again, thank you for being here. We are here to serve you and make you good traders, show you that our tools work, and give you the confidence that you need to be able to, change your lifestyle. All right, gang, we will see you tomorrow morning at 6:30. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.